What's up guys, Blake here from GuideToVaping.com, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Wismec Predator 228 starter kit. Now guys, this Wismec Predator 228 starter kit is basically the combination of the Predator 228 mod with the Elabo tank. And many of you guys out there like myself, you're pretty shocked on how this device looks compared to other Wismec devices. We're so used to seeing devices like the Relo family under the Wismec brand that it's kind of shocking to see Wismec release a device like this. But the reason why I think they came out with a device like this, something so different from what they're used to normally releasing, is because they're trying to keep up with other devices like the Smoke Alien mod or the Chaos Spectrum and other similar devices that is in the same class. But the question is, how well did they do when comparing it to them other mods? And in my opinion, they did very well. The Wismec Predator 228 device is an outstanding device, and then the Elabo tank is incredible. And that's coming from someone that is absolutely in love with the TFV8 Big Baby tank. Now, I already know you guys are gonna absolutely love this setup. I absolutely love it. I think it's an incredible setup to own. It performs good, it's easy to use, and not to mention it's priced pretty well because it's under that Wismec branding. So without further ado guys, let's go ahead and just dive down and take a closer look at the Wismec Predator 228 starter kit. Alright guys, so you were looking at the packaging for the Predator 228 mod by Wismec. As you can see at the top it says Predator 228, and then we have an image of the device and tank itself. But if you look at the bottom, you can see that it says designed by Sinuous Designs and manufactured by Wismec. So on the left side it just says the Predator 228 name. The right side, the same thing. The bottom just says Wismec, and the top gives the Wismec URL. Now on the back side, it says the Predator 228 name once again at the top. And then if we look a little bit closer on the back side, it says keep out of reach of children, giving a small warning, and then sharing the standard configuration, which is what is included in this packaging. And what's included is the Predator 228 device with no batteries included, the Elabo tank, a triple 0.2 ohm coil head, an NS triple 0.25 ohm coil head, a QC USB cable, 2 user manuals, one for the Predator and one for the Elabo tank, and then one warning card as well. Now the last thing that I want to tell you guys about as far as this packaging goes, as you can see these color options here on the back side. Now that lets you know that the Predator 228 mod is available in various color options. One is black, silver, white, gold, and red. And as you can see, the white is checked because that is the color Predator 228 that I have. Now looking at this packaging guys, you can see that it's a little bit beat up. You can see here that it's kind of ripped to shreds. We got some of that plastic still left on the back. Same here. I mean, it's just, it's not looking so great. And guys, the reason why is because that packaging that comes on this, the plastic packaging that comes on this box, when trying to get it off, it sticks to the actual box and it rips the packaging up. And that's because the heat, you know, these devices get shipped such a long ways and they're in very hot temperatures, so that plastic kind of melts onto this box, and when you try to take it off, this is what happens. Now I guess it's time to open it up. So let's do that now. Alright, so let's pull off the top. Then you can see the Predator 228. Let's go ahead and pull that out. Put the device to the side. Pull up this foam piece here. Pull up this cardboard piece here. And then at the bottom you can see all of those contents that I mentioned. So for an example, we have the USB cable, we have that spare coil, as you can see. Here's the instruction manuals here. And then we also have that Elabo tank. Alright guys, so here is the Elabo tank. I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed with the way it looks. Now for starters, this tank has a stainless steel and glass construction. It's got a 25mm diameter. It also has a 4.6 mil e-liquid capacity. And there's also a child resistant slide top fill system. Now the way this works is you pull out this Delrin and stainless steel drip tip. You just pull it up. It's in there pretty good because it's got that long base here. Then once you pull up the drip tip, you can just simply slide this right here. If you look at that arrow, you can see where to slide it. But anyways, you just push on that and it just slides over so you can fill from the top. Now as far as that drip tip goes, it is a 10mm bore and it's made of stainless steel and Delrin. So here's the stainless steel on the outside. You can see the Delrin here. And if you look on the inside, you can see that Delrin in there as well. Now on the bottom, we have dual adjustable airflow with dual slots. As you can see here, simply adjust it like that. And when you adjust one side, you're adjusting the other as well. Now to get inside the tank, you simply unscrew this bottom base. Just like this right here. Once you do that, you can access the coil. Now, one thing that I do want to point out about this coil is that it doesn't screw down. So it's just kind of fitted in there into that bottom base, as you can see. But it does have threading inside in case you wanted to use another coil type. But as far as this coil goes, it just sits right there, and then you take your tank, slide it over, and then you're good to go. Now guys, while we're on the topic of this tank and I was showing you the coil, I want to go ahead and just show you real quick how I prime my coils every time. I know a lot of you guys out there that watch my videos, you're always wondering, you know, how I get my coils to last so long. You always have different comments on my channel and on my videos complaining about coils. They didn't last long, blah, blah, blah. And I never have any issues. I want to show you guys just how I prime all of my coils, no matter what type of coil it is. This is how I prime it, and this is how I make it last for a long time. So let's just take that coil out of the base. Here I have a bottle of e-liquid. This is Red's Apple E-Juice Ice by 7 Days. I believe it's like a 70-30, and this is 3 milligrams. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this liquid, drip a few drops on there, let it sit and soak up. Now you're gonna do this on any wicking slot that's on the coil, no matter the coil. So put a couple drops, sorry about me shaking. Kind of hard holding this right there in the camera. Let that soak up. Turn it over, get this in focus for you guys. Do this side again. Let it soak up. I'm trying to get this in focus really good for you guys so you can see what it looks like when it soaks up. I just do that right there. You can see now it's kind of getting to where it's kind of puddled up just a little bit. It's still soaked in, but it was getting more of puddled up. And that's what I'm looking for, is that puddled up look. Put a little bit here. Didn't puddle up that much. Put a little bit more. Now it's getting a little bit more puddled up. All right, so that's good on the sides. And then what I do is I go to the top. And even though, you know, they tell you not to put any liquid down here in these holes, what I do is I get my liquid. Oops, I'm getting it everywhere. And then I just kind of barely squirt where it's just kind of dropping out of the liquid bottle. Just kind of run it down in there a little bit. Not enough where I'm flooding it, but just enough where that cotton up top is getting a little bit soaked. So as you can see, it's a little soaked now. So now that I've primed it like so, stick it back in there, put it in the bottom base. All All right, guys, so now we are looking at the Wismec Predator 228 mod itself. It's not a bad device. It's got a really good feel in the hand, I must say. And as far as the size goes, it really reminds me of the size you get when you get something like a Smoke Alien or the Chaos Spectrum by Sigeli. And it's got the overall same type feel to it. You can see they're pretty much designed the same. See how it's got the curvature here as well. The Sigeli Chaos Spectrum kind of got somewhat of a similar curvature there as well. They're all pretty much the same height, as you can see. And not only that, but if you look on the Smoke Alien, well, this is flapping in the wind, but if you look on the Smoke Alien, you got that bottom battery access door. Then if you look on the Chaos Spectrum, you got basically the same thing here. And then now with the Wismec Predator 228, you have the same thing here as well. Now all of these mods here, if I can get it open, holds two 18650 batteries. However, one thing I noticed about the Predator 228 is that it's kind of inset into the device. As you can see, there's this lip here. And focusing even closer, you can kind of see that lip here. There's barely any lip to it, but there is a lip. So when you set that down, it's not going to bulge up or rock or anything like that. Whereas with the Chaos Spectrum, as you can see, there's no lip. And with the Alien mod as well, there is no lip to it either. So to keep going, guys, we have a side fire button here on the left. It's a full sidebar button. We have your adjustment buttons here on the bottom. Then we have a micro USB port. We got that Sinuous Designs logo here at the top. And then we got a 0.96 inch OLED screen. And this screen does have a vertical stack, as you can tell. Now we do have a stainless steel 510 connection here at the top. It's got somewhat of a juice well, not that we need it these days. And we also have a spring-loaded gold-plated center pin. And just to let you guys know, as far as the size up here, this device is capable of holding a 28mm atomizer. So those 22, 24, 25mm atomizers and up to 28 will work on this device. So to continue on, guys, this device will go up to 228 watts, obviously. It's got a minimum resistance of 0.1 ohms. There is a bypass mode, a preheat function. It's also firmware upgradable, and it's got a full temperature control suite. This includes Ni200 nickel, titanium stainless steel 316L, adjustable 3 memory TCR, preheat functionality, resistance lock, 0.05 ohms as far as your minimum resistance, and you can range from 200 to 600 degrees as far as its temperature. Now, another thing I do want to point out is that this micro USB port, which is used for charging and upgrades, it's got a 2 amp max current. Next, guys, I want to just go ahead and insert these two 18650 batteries and show you what the screen looks like and how it actually operates. So here we go, installing two 18650 batteries. We need the positive up, negative up. Put it in there, lock, put it in there, lock it, put it in there and lock it, and there we go. All right, and then the screen pops up, and this is what she looks like, guys. The screen looks freaking outstanding. So right now, guys, you can see we're in temperature control mode, and to get out of that, we need to click 1, 2, 3. Then we can adjust here at the bottom. Go to wattage. That's what I like. All right, guys, so the way this works on any RX chipset, you just do 3 clicks, and that's where you can change from your different power modes, your temperature control, stuff like that. And that's pretty much the way it works on any RX chipset. So if you're familiar with that, you're familiar with the way this will operate as well. So if we're on that temp nickel 200, you click left, I think it is, yeah. Left, and then that's when you can change it to titanium or stainless steel, back to nickel 200. And then if you click left again, you can go down to change the wattage. Click left again, you can set the resistance. And that's pretty much all there is to this device, guys. It's pretty simple. Any Wismec device that you pick up is going to be pretty simple as far as its operation. yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. It's a pretty cool device, pretty simple as other Wismec devices are. So let's go ahead and just take it up to some FaceTime now and see how well it actually performs. All right, guys, so you just got a close-up of the Wismec Predator 228 starter kit, and I've got to say, the Wismec Predator 228 mod in the Elabo tank is an awesome setup, awesome pairing to have. It looks great, it feels really good in the hand, and that tank is, I've got to say, I like it a lot better than all the smoke TFV8 tanks that I've been using. It just has some style to it. It doesn't have that normal look. And I think that's what I've been needing. Something a little bit different than, you know, my same setup that I use every day. So yeah, this Predator mod, I have it at 70 watts. I'm using, of course, that Elabo tank at the top. I'm using the 0.25 ohm coil that's it's got the threadless bottom. It's the NS triple coil. And, you know, this is my second time shooting this shit, so I know it performs great. I'm just going to show you guys how well it performs. So here we go. 70 watts, guys. Good God, at the vapor production. This coil performs so good. Like, way better than my... Now, I hold the TFV8 Big Baby tank and the Q2 coil to a high standard. I literally use it every day. Matter of fact, I have it on there right now. I always use this. It just performs great. But this setup right here, this coil inside this tank, it's got that airy airflow to it. It's got that great flavor, great vapor production. I mean, you can just tell from me vaping on it. Just a smooth, nice, clean hit. But yeah, guys, I love this fire bar over here to the left side. Like the Alien mod. In this tank and coil, you know, it's wicking great, it's producing great vapor production, great flavor. The flavor is crazy how good the flavor is on this tank. And I thought I really wouldn't like this drip tip that much. It's a 10mm bore, so I didn't think I would like it that much, but I've got to say I'm pretty impressed with it. So here we go, guys. I'm gonna throw out a few more clouds and we're gonna wrap this video up. $70 watts. Now I just had my tooth pulled. I'm not even supposed to be vaping yet. I went like 4 or 5 days without vaping, so it's still kind of rough. I'm gonna take it up a little bit more on the wattage, but to be honest with you guys, this is a great setup. I'm gonna go to 85 watts. 85 watts. The vapor production is just great. I know I've said it. I know I said the flavor is great, but guys, really, this setup is one that I really prefer. I'm going to start using this definitely. And if you're looking for a new setup, I highly recommend this one. It's just nice. So anyways, guys, if you want to pick this up, you can go to heavengifts.com. While you're there, look at some of their other products. Guys, they push these products, you know, quite a bit. They send me products all the time. So Heaven Gifts, they're definitely doing their thing. Make sure you guys check them out. But yeah, until next time, guys, vape on.